there's a narrative sometimes in our community that like environmentalism is not our concern. But
Mm-hmm.
when we think about the negative impacts of environmental change and degradation, it hits our communities first and it
Yep.
hits them hardest, right? When you look at the Flint water crisis, who are the people who were stuck with the disgusting,
Mm-hmm.
toxic water, right? It was poor people and people of color. When the climate change disaster happens, those who have are going to just move to somewhere else. And the
Mm-hmm.
people who don't have those resources are going to be stuck. So we really have a vested interest in being more concerned about how we treat our planet and how we treat ourselves, because
Yeah.
ultimately our survival is dependent upon how healthy we are as individuals and as a community, and how healthy we're able to keep our environment. So
Mm-hmm. And as
two
Chris was
thumbs up.
talking, oh, thank you so much. And as Chris was talking about before, the brownfields, a lot of my personal research is tying in GIS with brownfield restoration techniques. And you can take a look at these maps and see that the brownfields in Buffalo are in the socioeconomic areas that are not as prosperous. So just tying that into the environmental movement and making people realize and educating them that this is closer than just watching the news and finding out what you can do to help yourself and your family and friends.
Awesome work.
Thank you.
And Helen, this is born out of, I think this is relevant to just keep discussing. As you mentioned, there's a great exchange with Helen on our website, slowrollbuffalo.org. Just get to know Helen Toledo. And we had a wonderful conversation that much of which is transcribed into the news section of our website. This is not necessarily something that, like, you said when I grow up, I want to start my own STEM wellness
Oh,
organization.
yeah,
This
not
is
at all.
something that this is something that was like kind of a rapid response to some adversity in your life, right? That you turned it and formed this
Absolutely.
nonprofit.
Yeah, and a close friend of mine always said to take the negatives in your life and turn into something positive. And not being able to obtain leadership positions, having the experience, having the education, and being constantly turned down, and just the everyday adversities that women of color experience, and especially being in a STEM related field, there's a lot thrown at you that a lot of people aren't aware of. So out of me trying to find a way to make myself stick out and have a better resume and be that one up, I guess I wanted to make sure that I could help other women and just helping the community in general.